Hi everyone, you're about to listen to the Carpooling Podcast. If you want, you can subscribe to the channel and get your weekly show on YouTube. Or go to iTunes and listen to it wherever you travel. Enjoy the episode.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the greatest podcast ever. So we are your hosts, D-Train and Christopher Lloyd.
You gotta listen to one or two. It was just classic. I shit my pants.
Real nice, thick, gravy.
Dark the way I like it.
Was your ass hurt the next day?
Fuck no, man. My ass is made of fucking steel.
I'm ready.
Now, seriously, everybody, welcome back to the greatest podcast ever.
We had
In a
good
Chevy
harmony.
Cobalt. We did.
Good harmony.
Carpooling with the harmony. D-Train. Cruising.
Going all the way home
He's
today.
on the deck. Driving. We ain't stopping. And myself, Christopher Pooh-Face Lloyd.
As
because-
he likes to be called.
Yes.
Preference.
Yes, because when I go down on chicks, I like to stick my nose in their ass.
Oh, they like that. They do, man. They act like they don't.
Yeah, and then occasionally you like wake up the next day and you look in the mirror before you shower and there's like a little bit of brown on your face.
Brown noser, man.
Yeah,
That's where the true.
that's where brown noser came from. Because
Yeah.
you're, sucking up to your wife because they like having a nose in their asshole.
Get your nose in there.
Get your nose in there. That's why Jewish people have so much sex.
Oh my God, they love sex. There is some anal sex rituals with Judaism, whatever it's called.
Anal sex?
I have no idea what it was. I just remember Howard Stern asking a woman about and her confirming it. Of course, you can take that with a grain of salt.
Right. Especially on the Howard Stern show.
No, but it seemed like he's Jewish himself. So
Yeah,
he
yeah.
knew, and he was just like confirming that
The women
her
have,
husband would fuck her up the ass, like
Oh,
because
okay.
of some reason. And I think it might
like a
be,
religious reason?
Yeah, or like maybe
They're
on
freaks.
a certain day they're not allowed. Like it's Passover right now for
Right.
all our Jewish listeners. You're well aware of that.
But
But so
that- yeah.
so they're like right now they can't eat bread, and there's a bunch of different rules. And maybe one of their things, of course, I'm speaking of complete ignorance, maybe vaginal sex isn't allowed, so the men have anal sex with them because they still
Right.
want to have sex, but
Right.
they can't.
Right. How long does Passover last?
I don't know.
Like a week? A couple days? Something like that? Maybe more, maybe less?
Like at least a week, I would assume.
Come on. You can jerk off for a week instead of raping your wife in the ass.
Yeah, but some of these guys don't fuck around. Like Amish people, they don't fuck around. They're getting their sex. It's like
Right.
a God-given right.
Right.
If you watch the
But
documentaries,
they can't have anal sex. The
Probably
Amish.
not. Probably not.
And they only have sex probably to procreate, right?
But they have it every night. Like,
Right.
There's no.
So that's why they have 45 kids.
Yeah. When
They
I
just
watch the
keep going.
documentaries, they're saying like the women were trying to break out of the thing because they would be like they would get home from the fucking hospital from giving birth, and the husband would be demanding sex.
Yeah, with a fucking
When they're like stitched up and
pussy
shit, and like come on, man.
super in pain.
It was like give them a break. For God's
Yeah.
sakes.
Amish are hardcore, man.
But that's their rule. A man wants sex, they're having sex.
Right.
Could
That
be,
means.
could be Mennonites. I don't know
Yeah.
which sect it is.
Right. I just watched a movie called The Witch,
All
and
right.
it's about Amish people. Kind of. Like he gets like kicked out of this Amish group, and he goes lives on his own with his family, and then they get terrorized by a witch.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Because he left the sect.
Yeah, they think they got hexed like
Yeah,
we
for
did
sure,
last week.
man. Yeah.
So it was a good movie. I'd recommend it. It's like creepy.
It's called The
Like
Witch.
it's not scary per se. It's like eerie and creepy, and you're like, if you can like think in this time that it was taking place and what was happening then, because like it's not like based on a true story, but like at the very end they like through all the research we could find of all knowing documents, this is what it was like at this time, and this is how they talked, and this is how they like lived their lives,
Oh,
like the
that's
people.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's really cool, man.
So they tried real hard to make the movie authentic, and it was dope, man.
All right, I'll check the shit out of it.
Yeah.
I'll write it on my list.
Yeah, The Witch,
The Witch.
The Witch, like it. You have to find it on like, not, like it was just in the movie theaters like at the end of last year. So I don't think it's out on movies like DVD or
Oh, I thought it was
Blu-ray.
old.
No. It's pretty new.
Okay.
Yeah. So you'd have to find it somewhere on some sites, you know. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
Yeah.
I'm fucking. There's also. Oh, there was another one I wanted to see. A lot of people are going to see that other one, Civil War.
Yeah, that's.
I myself won't.
You won't go see that?
No, I never watched any of the Captain America movies.
It's basically Avengers 3, I would say.
Okay.
Well, because like there's so many of like those characters in this one. Like it's basically an Avengers movie, I would say. I think it like all of the Captain America movies are dope Marvel movies, like by themselves. And Winter Soldier, that was like a phenomenal movie by itself, not just like a comic book movie, like a political thriller.
All right. It's Hitler, right?
Hitler?
Red Skull.
Yeah, well,
kinda
he was in the
Hitler-y.
first one.
Oh.
He wasn't back in the second one, but like his group is. Like
They're
it's
like
like the
Nazis or
Nazis,
something, right?
yeah.
Okay.
But
So
Red Face is
did he die?
he's in the past because it takes place in like the World War One
Okay, hold on a second.
or no World War Two. Sorry,
American
or one, I don't know.
soldier, or whatever the fuck his name is. He doesn't die.
No, he gets
ages-
frozen. Spoiler, everybody! In the first one, he gets frozen,
Is that why
and then
he's
they
around
find him
now?
in ice. Yeah,
The American man,
Yeah.
Captain America.
yeah, he gets frozen.
Oh,
So that's how he's in New Times.
I see.
Yeah. New Times. Present time. Dumbass me. But it's got Spider-Man in it, which everybody's super excited for, which is cool, I
Who's
guess.
playing him?
I don't
McGuire?
know. No.
Is that who it used to be?
Yeah, he was the first one. Then the second one was Andrew Garfield.
I didn't see those ones.
Yeah.
That one, I don't know.
Well, there was two of them. I think they were called the Amazing Spider-Man.
It was like different, right? Where he didn't have, like it was like true. Like I remember watching the cartoon. He had to build his webs.
Yeah.
He had to make it, and then he would make certain ones for certain situations. Like I need this one to be extra fireproof, and this one to be
Yeah.
extra sticky.
Yeah.
But
The second movies addressed that, and they did that. Where the first one, I think, was just like, meh. Why don't we just give him the web to
Yeah.
do whatever he wants?
yeah,
Leaves one less thing to explain. Because like comic book movies weren't really that big then.
yeah, they didn't care to be so authentic.
Yeah, they were trying to get like the normal people to come and watch it instead of just comic book guys.
And they succeeded.
Yeah, Spider-Man was definitely a big reason why comic book movies are so big nowadays.
James Franco.
The Frank Master.
He was. There's the Green Goblin.
Yeah.
His dad.
Yeah.
And isn't there? Who was the other one?
Hobgoblin.
The Hobgoblin. That's cool.
Now, I don't know if that was his actual son in the show or what, or like the original comic books. Because I knew there was two of them different, and then I'm guessing that it followed the comics pretty good. But the Hobgoblin was his son. You know, after he finds out Spidey, fucked his dad in the ass.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna get my brown suit. And
Yeah.
it's Goblin time.
Yeah. Even before he was Venom.
Who was Venom?
Venom was in the third Spider-Man, and it was none other than 70s show Topher Grace,
I don't know.
who was Eric Foreman.
He was
He was Venom.
really.
Yeah.
Fuck.
You
I
don't
didn't
remember
see
that?
one? No, I didn't see that
You
one.
didn't see emo Spider-Man?
No. I've seen a lot of memes
Yeah, of course. Of course.
with his face with that silly smile, like
Yeah.
or that look, or
With his
whatever.
emo hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that one, unfortunately, was not very good.
That sucks because Venom could be done so well if done properly.
Yeah.
In the comics, didn't Venom become a good guy
Well, on the cartoon,
because of Carnage?
I remember the cartoon. Yeah, they team up for Carnage to fight him because Carnage is way too crazy.
Okay, what was Carnage all about? Sorry, for
He was the
this fucking
same
history.
symbiote being that Venom was.
Only a different
and it-
kind of goo.
Yeah, well, he went on a different guy who was a way crazier guy. And then, like, instead of, like, fighting it, I guess, or, like, kind of having some good left in him, he was all evil. I
But
think.
so they're not one and the same. There can be a Venom and a Carnage at the same time.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Look, I gotta watch all the those little things that catch you up on everything.
Yeah, footnotes or
Yeah,
whatever.
I gotta watch that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea to do it. When I was younger, because we didn't have the internet and shit, and we used to watch that show all the time. Well, my brother Nathan, he was a big fan of it, and I would watch it whenever I was around, but I wasn't like hardcore about it. But we always thought that there was that Carnage thing that happened, okay? Like Carnage was there and Venom, and then like there's like this big showdown, and Mary Jane gets thrown in a portal, and she gets sent to this other dimension, and Spidey has to go and find her.
Okay.
And then we never seen an episode after that. So we thought the series just ended. For years. 10, 15 years. And finally I thought about it and I'm like, I'm going to see what happens.
Right.
If anything happened. And sure enough, there was like a season or two after that.
Oh, shit.
That we didn't even know about.
So what'd you do? Watch them?
No. I was just surprised.
Yeah.
But what I meant by not having the internet is, we didn't know shit. Like, if it didn't play on YTV or wherever it was, like, we wouldn't know. We thought that was it.
Oh, fuck. What about the Hobgoblin then? Did he die too?
I don't know. I can't remember. In the cartoon, they didn't die.
No, never.
Yeah, like, they would come back once. Maybe the Green Goblin died, and that's why the Hobgoblin came.
Right.
I can't remember that stuff, like, too well.
Because he could make an appearance. If Spider-Man's in the Civil War shit, there could be a Hobgoblin too.
Well, I think what happened is in the Civil War shit, like yeah, he could be in there because they rebooted it, and I'm assuming that it's another reboot.
So
everything's like reset. That those bad guys could be in it, but I can't imagine them putting like Hobgoblin or Green Goblin in it.
They keep ruining the good, like the Sandman. That's a really cool enemy. Only, I think he might be dead now too.
Yeah, but those ones don't count anymore. Like, after, like, those 3 movies are done. Like, whatever happened in those won't happen anymore.
Alright.
Whatever happened, it's erased. In the next 2 ones with the Andrew Garfield guy. And then after the second one of those, all those got erased. So the new Spider-Man, all that shit, anything can happen again. So whatever happened in those old ones doesn't exist
I
anymore.
like how the Joker came back as Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
When clearly Jack Nicholson was killed.
Right, exactly.
All right.
Just like that. And I guess there is things in comic books where there's different universes where shit, like, they address that. Like, that's how they get away with it. Like, when they reboot series, it's like a different universe.
That's how they do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just saw the last trailer for the Apocalypse one.
For X-Men.
Yeah, so I guess that's a whole nother thing. That's Marvel.
Wolvie's in
universe.
there? Yeah, that's Marvel, too. It's the same one, but it's owned by Fox. So that's why those guys aren't really in the Avengers and shit.
But they could be, technically.
Yeah, but Fox owns the rights to them, and they wouldn't give them up. But they fought over, and then Sony was like, yo, I guess we'll let you use Spider-Man.
Yeah, come on, don't fuck around.
And so whatever happens with this and Spider-Man being crossed over in there, it might let the other studios work together. Be like, yo, man, these Marvel fuckers know what they're doing. Why don't we just get some money? Let them use some of the characters. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah. No, that's fair.
Maybe. Who
Seems
knows?
like they just keep milking Jennifer Lawrence
right.
as Mystique. It's just like, just make another movie as long as she's fucking Mystique and it's around that time and
Right.
fucking whatever. I don't know.
Well, that one was coming after the Days of Future Past, which was awesome. I love that
yeah,
movie.
me too. That's a great movie.
Like, the Apocalypse one was like like they already said like right after that they're making it.
Yeah.
Instantly. Not like, oh, this movie was great. It was like instant
Yeah, they
that
knew.
they were making it right away.
They had a hit on their hands.
Uh-huh. And if you need Mystique to play a major role, then you kind of have to get Jennifer Lawrence back into that role.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining. She's naked in the movie.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
blue?
isn't she not in?
Like
isn't
blue?
she in that blue thing, just like that other girl that was the original Mystique?
I don't know.
She must. She must be in the naked bodysuit or whatever.
Yeah, and then they put the fucking little white dots all over, and then they connect the dots later. How's that come with you? Your 3D shit. You still been goofing around?
Yeah.
That's
Nothing
good.
like that though.
Oh, no.
Nah, just
You don't want me to wear stuff all over my face, and then you can
transform it into video game form.
a gargoyle
Yeah.
of some sort?
Nah, not right now.
Okay.
I get in a little like creative modes for certain things.
Yeah, man.
So like I switch all the time. Like right now, my creative mode is like jerking off to porno.
Oh,
when
yeah.
I have free time.
Yeah, I'm into that.
And jelking.
I hope you look that up.
I tried to look it up at work, and then I was like, I better not look at this stuff at work.
No.
So I didn't really do much research on it.
But did it come up at least? Like so?
Yeah, I couldn't figure out how to spell it at first, so that's what I was. And then I found it. It was pretty easy. It was like Jelk. That's how it's spelled.
Oh,
So
yeah,
people
that's the
looking
real
for it-
deal, man.
Yeah,
I don't know, because I'm too lazy to put that much effort into anything,
right.
let alone something that
15 minutes for a larger penis.
I'm already blessed.
He's already blessed with a big mess down there.
But
That
yeah.
doesn't make sense.
No.
Big mess. Maybe after he climaxes.
Yeah, or I just don't shave at all. It's
Yeah,
just
you
a
got Asian
fucking
hair.
Mess, as you said.
Like an old Asian guy. You know?
Yeah. Oh fuck, they stand like straight.
Yeah,
Those
like they
hairs.
have like the little wiener and then just like a huge bush all the time.
Yeah.
But
And
then
their
the
hair
younger
doesn't
guys,
curl.
the younger guys are like getting into porno now. You see more and more of the male guys in porno.
Yeah, I read that it's like impossible for them to shoot porn over there because there's like 1,000 women doing it and only like 5 guys willing to do it for some reason, which is very odd.
Too scared to show their cocks.
Yeah, you got to be a big. When I watched the live sex show in Thailand, it was an Asian man fucking an Asian woman, and his penis was
Normal?
reasonable. Yeah, it was normal.
Yeah, it
But
wasn't super small.
He's probably the biggest around though. That's why they do him for the show.
You know, maybe it's like, fuck, I gotta stop saying like. Maybe we only usually see them soft, so they're small, and they're actually really big growers.
Yeah, they could be growers, not showers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I've talked to a lot of girls about it though. They
And
say
the
rumors
consensus
are
is-
true. Yeah,
Even when they're hard.
yeah, they say that. I don't know. I knew a girl that'd been with a couple Filipino guys, and she said, but that's not really fair because they're short people. As a people, they're
Right.
kind of short, right? And a dick would be proportionate to your body size.
Not necessarily. Look at James Dean. No, is it James Dean? Who's the porn star? What's his name?
There's
Something
tons.
James Dean. Well,
Yeah,
it's
that
like
guy's
James,
one.
James Dean. Whatever. I don't know if his name's actually James Dean, but I think that's what it is.
That's what he goes by.
And he's a short guy. That's the guy I'm talking about.
Oh,
he's
is he
the one.
short?
Yeah, he's real short.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Because he did an interview I was reading, and he was on Adam Carolla's show, and he was like, "Oh, well, my penis isn't actually that big. It just looks big because I'm short."
There you go.
So necessarily you could have, but he could be the exception,
Yeah,
Of what
I'm
you're
sure
saying.
there's all kinds of exceptions.
right? Like Inception, like dicks inside
Yeah,
dicks.
like what'd they call that? When
Penis
you
inception?
stick-
Docking.
Yeah, that.
Docking.
Yeah,
Fun. It's a fun game to play with your friend.
we've done it a few times.
Yeah.
Actually, I can't. I don't have any force. Wait,
You got to be soft, and then you got to pull your dick inside you, so there's a little bit of skin for me to stick my penis in.
why
you only
don't
need
I
one
just find
foreskin?
a guy that? Yeah, you
So
just
then
have
I'm
to
alright.
be the dock, and I'm the ship.
But then I'm like the woman, so it
Yeah,
hurts me.
Of course.
I'm not playing this game.
Oh, come on!
I'm not
You wanted
playing
to
this game.
before you realized
Yeah.
you're the woman.
Exactly.
Okay, watch a documentary of the guy that has. It's supposed to be the biggest dick in the world, and that's probably what you'd have to search. Only it's not actually dick. It's all like synthol, like you know those fucking weirdos that pump their muscles full of that
Yeah.
shit to pretend they have muscles. There's
Yeah.
a guy that pumps his dick full of that shit to the point where it looks like a football.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the only thing he can do. He said was have guys do that, like. But he says
Wow.
he gets nothing from it, so he doesn't even bother.
Yeah. How fun
Yeah.
for him
So
having the biggest football dick just to
all full of synthol. Can't
Yeah.
get hard, man.
not even to have sex with women. The whole reason you want a big dick, isn't it?
Yes, of course.
Or is it just so you can go to gyms and shit and shower?
I
And
saw-
be like, look at me.
Yeah, that.
Look
too.
at me.
Those
cock
are the
flopping
ones
around.
the ones that insert the airsoft pellets into their dicks. You've seen that?
No.
That's an operation in Japan, and in some circles, you're not cool unless you have it done. They put a slice on your dick near the base of your dick, and then they put like 15, 16 airsoft pellets sterilized into your dick, and then they seal you up. So when
Oh.
you get a hard dick, you have all these balls.
Ribs.
Yeah, like
Rib.
ribs for her pleasure, like
Yeah.
all in your dick, and people like they brag about it, like they go and they have it done, and they're like, "Fuck, man, I'm rocking these fucking." you
Sure.
know. Yeah.
As long as like you don't get sick or anything,
No, it doesn't hurt them.
and there's not like a big chance of losing your dick, like you getting a quack to do it. You know.
Yeah.
You have to have somebody with some experience doing it.
If you did that and your dick fell off, you'd kill yourself. You'd be like, "Man, why didn't I just leave well enough alone?"
Yeah, it's true. You'll be chopping off your leg to use the knee skin.
They showed
to
it
make a
too.
new
It
dick.
kind of looked cool.
It looked cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm sure the girls like it.
sure. Why not?
But wouldn't they be like after a couple thrusts? Wouldn't they all be pushed to the base or pulled up to the front?
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
Was it a documentary you were watching, or just
Yeah.
like an article that you were reading?
A small documentary.
Yeah, like a 10-minute Vice or something.
Yeah, like that.
And they didn't ask that question. That guy got fired from Vice.
Yeah.
That's the
I don't think
main
it was
reason
Vice.
we wanted to hear it.
This was way before Vice. I
Yeah.
don't even know if they still do it.
Who, the people that were doing it?
Yeah,
like the group of them or
yeah,
whatever?
yeah.
Yeah.
But that was a long time ago. I saw that.
Now everybody's just furries. That's the big thing.
That's kind of cool in a sense.
You like that?
I don't like it in the fact that the furriness does nothing for me. It's the anonymity. What the
Like
fuck?
just having sex with random people?
Yeah, you don't know. Like in your head, like when you read Reddit comments or when you're talking to a girl online or something, your brain forms what the person looks like, right? And you could be a million times off, like wrong race, wrong gender, right? You don't know.
Yeah.
So like in your head, that's a hot person underneath there, and
Right.
you're fucking them. You
Or
don't
that's
know.
a woman.
What do you mean?
Well, like, couldn't it be a guy too? That
No,
you're poo stabbing?
you're gonna fucking look at the vagina before you put your dick in it. You're not just gonna
You think?
like,
I thought they just like randomly were like, yeah, come fuck me, and they like, like you know those long johns that where the ass comes out?
Yeah,
They
yeah.
kind of just flip that down,
Yeah, of course.
and then like they have big heads on, so they can't really see that well. So they just kind of, or the guy sticks it at his ass, and it's all ready, so he just thrusts in.
Could be.
Because you know when you can't find it on a girl, she grabs it and she's like, there it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Could be like that.
Could be. But you'd hear
That's the
voice.
risk. Oh,
No, like you'd say, "Hey, will I get to have sex with you?"
Tiger,
come They'd be like, fuck "Yeah."
me. I'm Asian. I'm sure you can practice the voice.
Okay, go. Give me a convincing voice that I'm gonna fuck you up your ass, unknowingly.
Okay. I have to practice for a while,
All
but
right.
I'm trying to think of the best way. Because I don't want to start it
Yeah.
off wrong. Because then
Yeah.
it was just laugh fest.
Exactly.
It's got to be right.
I don't know. Man.
It has to be soft, like, oh, dad. No, that's not working.
It's never gonna work.
It'll work. Guaranteed.
That seems to be the hardest
Because
part
if
of
you
it.
say you're a girl, even if you have a manly, and you try to change your voice a bit, you practice really hard, and right back to the same thing you're saying, you're wearing this shit, and you think it's a woman, you're still gonna think it's a woman.
Yeah, your brain would fuck with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure there has been many mistakes.
Yeah, they're just a bunch of freaks, though.
Yeah, they probably don't care, but they care. A hole's a hole.
Yeah, as long as you're not getting poo stabbed.
Well, you wouldn't pull your ass out.
Yeah, you
Pull
wouldn't
your front
present
out,
yourself.
man.
Yeah, sure. That's cool, I guess.
And don't they dress?
I respect them.
There's sexual orientations to the costumes, like how Bugs Bunny and the girl Bugs Bunny look different. I think they're like gendery, aren't they? Like there's a bulldog.
Oh, I see what you
and
mean.
like there's a fox, but like not a girly
A hot
looking
fox.
Like yeah, like, I think it's like that.
Yeah? I'm not sure. Like, I only seen, like, a few pictures of them. I haven't seen anything like a full convention where somebody was, like, taking pictures for days.
And that shit is hot in that costume. That'd be the sweatiest fucking ass cheeks hanging out you ever seen in your life, man.
Right.
So that probably wouldn't be a good scene.
More lube for the pushing
Yeah,
of the ass.
that's true.
Get in there easy.
Ugh,
No giving them hemorrhoids.
no hemorrhoids. They need hemorrhoids.
So, yeah, you'd be down with that? Why don't you get your woman to, like, dress up and give it a test?
No, it does nothing for me.
No?
It's the secret part of and you know what your wife
Right.
looks like already, so that would thus ruin.
So
the
you
entire
like one of
experience.
your things. You want to be blindfolded, and then just let random people
no,
fuck
that's
you.
too crazy. That's too crazy.
Right.
I want to.
You want to dress up and go to these conventions and just fuck bitches who look like dogs, like in dog suits, not like they're actually look like dogs, dressed up as dogs.
What if you peek through the little eye mesh and you get a good
you
look
see
at her?
and you're sad?
Does that ruin it?
Maybe. It's cool though. I respect what they're doing. Like, and they fall in love and shit, and it's like, oh, I love you as a person because we met as dogs.
Okay.
So that's cool.
do
you
they
know?
do that?
I don't know. Maybe I'm assuming.
This is a romantic.
stories
fucking
about
thing you're
them?
making them.
Yeah. No, I'm sure there's stories. I'm pretty sure I've read stories where they've met.
Oh yeah.
People have met at those kind of things.
And the most thing I'd want to know after that, what's the male to female ratio?
50-50.
You think so?
Probably. Maybe even more women.
Someone did a whole thesis on Reddit explaining the furries, and the guy says, don't take my word for it or whatever. I did a paper on it, and this is what I came to the conclusion after going to all the places, interviewing them, and doing all this, that, and the next thing. And he said that 90% of them were actually just transgenders, and they couldn't deal with whether it be because of their parents or their religion or whatever. They couldn't come to terms with the fact that they were. So instead of, like, if you say, oh, I'm a girl, I think I'm a man, or I'm a man, I think I'm a girl, you're instantly shunned by most of your family. Like, so much fucked up shit happens. But then you realize, like, if I just say, oh, I want to be a fucking wolf or a
Right.
fox, no one really has a, like, it's weird, but no one has a fucking huge stigma problem with it. And that's what he found. It was a lot of people's outlets when really they were all just transgenders. Like,
Who never
inside.
came out of trans.
Yeah,
Oh,
and they just couldn't come to terms with it because of the social pressures.
fuck that guy, man. How does he know?
I don't know. It's just the way he worded it, it sounded pretty reasonable.
Sure, his opinion, cool, but I still say fuck that guy.
They just like being fucking wolves and hairy foxes, man, I guess.
Of course. Man, look at, like, Asians.
Right.
They love doing that shit.
And how do you decide what animal to pick? If
What's
you
your
were gonna
favorite
do
animal?
it, what would you be?
A
lion?
crocodile. I'd be a crocodile.
You'd be the only one, man. You'd be the belle of the ball.
I'd be, what's up, baby?
That's a
I
good
got
one.
a scaly cock for you.
Yeah. That
Or
would
a
be like
scaly
new
butthole.
new guy.
Yeah, that's the new weird guy. And the girls would be like, ooh.
Oh yeah, you're definitely getting laid. in
Or the
alligator
transgenders,
suit.
they'd be like, oh, I wonder if I can trick him to touch my asshole.
They come in like a Mrs. Bugs Bunny thing.
They're all trying to trick me and we're not having sex. It's like, you don't have to trick me. I know you
Yeah.
have a cock. And
Yeah.
you grab it
Yeah.
and then
Gotcha.
you poo stab them.
Yeah,
They're like, whatever, I'm Crocodile Boy today.
that's a great answer.
What would you be?
What about like an eagle man?
Eagle Man?
That's
Yeah.
because I don't see that a lot.
Yeah, I haven't seen much of any of those things. I've seen like, fuck, I gotta stop saying like. Sorry, everybody. And I mostly only see lots of pictures of where they're halfway dressed up.
What's the
Where
other
they're-
half?
Like they have like a hoodie with like a little bit of the costume on it.
Oh,
But I haven't watched a whole gallery of a whole group of them where like these guys are the foxes and the bears and the.
shit! Is there discrimination among the different animals?
No, I don't know. Like which ones?
It's
are the main
like,
ones.
It's usually like a gray. I usually see, like, whenever I'm watching that shit, it's like a gray fox type, wolf type shit. Everyone's kind of wearing the same stuff.
Everybody's
I've
wolves.
watched the documentaries on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone
right.
or like the fox or a wolf. It's never like you said. The alligator guy would be definitely cleaning house, man. Big tough alligator man. They'd want
Too hard to be an alligator. Maybe.
Yeah, you might look silly. if that
Right.
more than
Sure.
you already do.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think they would judge. That's
That's the thing.
another thing that they like to do that, right? Nobody judges.
Kangaroo guy would get laid.
You get
no,
the
she
puss.
would be a girl. The
Kangaroo would be a girl, you
kangaroo
think?
chick, man. Yeah, with all them pouches and different holes.
Right.
Be better suited for a girl. All right.
Because there's a pouch, you have to have a pussy.
Yeah, I'm going as Eagle Man. I'm gonna
Eagle
tell my
Man.
woman she has to go as a kangaroo chick.
Kangaroo chick.
They'd never seen that shit before, man. They'd be drooling over that shit.
Yeah. And if you're swingers, you guys can share.
Share.
You just split up. Be like, you go over there, I'll go over here.
No, we trade costumes, and that way, it's like, is it still her in there? They start poo stabbing. It's me.
Right. Yeah, you're gay now. Fox boy, you're gay. This makes you homosexual.
Oh, good old furries.
Yeah, good for them, like I said earlier.
Yeah, go for
They're
it.
troopers, man. They do a lot for this world.
Unsung heroes of our generation.
Yeah. When we fucking all die out and a new race comes to life, or new aliens come to search our planet and we're already dead, that's what they're gonna find.
Yeah, I
Be
hope
like,
that's
look at
all
these
they
fucking
find.
awesome guys, man. They could turn into werewolves and shit.
What if you had a real fur thing? Would you be like higher echelon? Like,
Yeah, they wouldn't like you. They're like, we're supposed to be cartoons,
yeah.
not fucking Chewbacca's. No Chewbacca hair.
Yeah, you can't be Chewbacca because not a real animal.
No, but I mean the hair of
Yeah,
Chewbacca.
no, I get it. Yeah, like,
I don't mean actually Chewbacca.
but that's a good thing too, man.
You couldn't be an
That's
actual
discrimination.
fox. Maybe you can do that.
You can't dress up like a Chewbacca.
No, I don't mean Chewbacca.
No, I mean, but why not though?
Oh, okay.
It's not a real animal, but
Right.
still, it's a furry creature.
Right.
Man, they're so strict.
You can't be a Chewbacca?
I'm just wondering.
Right. You could probably be Chewbacca.
Yeah. Or-
They clean house as Chewbacca.
Oh yeah, especially if you're like 6 foot something.
They're like, you got hair on the tip of your penis? Because I always imagined Chewbacca did. They're like, yeah, check it out.
I thought it would be like a Pink Panther on Chewbacca.
Yeah?
It comes out like a dog.
Yeah.
Could be wrong.
No, I don't know. I don't think there's ever hair on the tip of the penis, is there? Any animal that has that?
No, I don't think so.
Only dogs, and that's not actually their penis. Just the way the hair grows.
Yeah.
It's a good way to control their pee. That's what that hair does, you know?
Oh yeah, it streams it.
Yeah. So it doesn't go all over the place.
Yeah, but then it stays wet.
Yeah, it's always yellow.
You gotta cut it.
you gotta
cut
chop it off.
a little bit of it.
You don't want to get too close.
No.
You circumcise them. And then he'd be mad at you.
Exactly.
The end. All right, everybody. Enjoy commercials. Bye. All right, everybody. We're back.
Word.
What's up? So we were just breaking down some house repairs and shit. Some dude we
Eaves
think is
troughs.
trying to rip off Derek. I don't know if he's trying to rip you off. People at home, let us know your opinion what you think half a house of a town, a semi,
Yeah.
what it would cost to put a new eavesdrop up.
Yeah. Then
People
he's like,
let us know
and the
what you
dude's
think.
like, he's like, because I told him what happened. They filled up with ice, got heavy, and broke. He's like, oh, well, fuck. He's like, the ones we do, it would have supported the frozen water. We don't care. It would have supported that way. And then he's like the top of fist of the line.
Right.
I think.
Well, he's trying to sell you.
Yeah, of course. And I like tried to explain to him, like, the house is 70, 80 years old. Like, I don't care. Like,
Yeah.
Like, but we'll see.
Well, I think one of the problem was the leaves that got in it.
Yeah,
That's what
100%.
what caused it to go down. Like the
Right.
water wouldn't freeze in there without that.
No, it got backed up
Yeah,
from the
and
leaves.
that's what happened.
Froze, got heavy, and broke.
And when I was out last weekend at the hardware store, I went down some random aisle, and sure enough, there was eavesdrop shit.
Yeah.
And they had like this foam that you put in them, and it stops like shit from going in it. Like the water can go through,
Right.
but no other shit can go in. And I was like, shit,
That's
man.
what I fucking want to say.
Yeah, I know. I was like, fuck, that's what we needed.
Or chicken mesh, like in a half
right.
U, like
Right.
run the whole length of it.
Yeah, that would work too. Anything, I guess, to stop shit from getting in there.
Yeah, fucking, I suck at stuff too, so that doesn't help.
Oh, well. I thought it'd cost like $1,000.
Yeah.
I don't know what it costs for roof shit. You know, I'm probably way off, and I hope I am. I'm just trying to fuck with Derek.
No, that sounds
it's
right.
$45,000.
That sounds right. Like,
maybe, I don't know.
in my head, I'm expecting him to say 15 to 1700.
Right.
In my mind, if I went to Home Depot and bought the stuff myself,
Yeah.
it wouldn't even be like 200.
Probably not. No.
So if that's the case, I will wait. I got a buddy that has done
Can do
roofs and will do it.
Right.
I just have to wait.
But
till
why don't
like,
we ask him and say, yo, like, what is it putting this on? Like, do you have to measure 45 times before you put it on, or can you just slap it on there?
No, but he's the type of that would never pay for anything. So asking him is like, it's unheard of. Like his basement was leaking. He literally like dug up the entire fucking thing himself, put in weeping towels himself. Like, he would never pay anyone. So I can't really ask.
So don't buy a house from him.
Yeah.
Like that he's lived in.
Yeah, because he will do even like That's the weirdest thing in Ontario. It's the only place left where the homeowner is literally allowed, like, you can't have your friend do it.
Yeah.
But you are allowed to do electricity work.
Yeah, that's scary.
That's ridiculous.
I wouldn't, just because I could do that, I would never attempt that
Right.
at all.
Right.
I get scared putting fucking electrical tape around frayed wire to keep it longer going. Like, I don't actually get scared, but I'm like, fuck,
Yeah,
man.
me too.
You know what I mean?
Even when it's unplugged, it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's kind of freaky. And then, of course, when it's plugged in, you don't know. Like, you get shocked if you touch it, maybe.
There's rules now where some guys that come around when they're fixing light bulbs and stuff, they put this lock on the switch where if someone walks in the room, they can't just by default slap the fucking light on.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like that's like the law now in a lot of places. Whenever you work on electricity,
You gotta have those on
you
there.
gotta have the locks on the switches and stuff.
You got to turn down all the breakers and then throw
Yeah.
those things on.
I've seen it get so bad that some guys are working on the panels. They throw down this big rubber electric thing, and then they put on a rubber half suit, and they stand on the rubber and wear the rubber half suit just to work on stuff.
Yeah.
Because that's how dangerous it
For sure, man. You don't want to risk that shit
is. No.
because you're dead.
I probably told the story.
For the most
that
part.
guy-
Sometimes people, yeah, your buddy?
Not Vaughan Mills.
I don't know if it was your buddy. Was it your buddy?
Definitely not. The guy's probably dead now.
No, I thought, well, I don't know. Maybe tell this one then.
All right. I was working at Vaughan Mills. It was just being constructed, and I'm just walking loops because it's a big track. The whole mall's a big circle.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, all the fucking power goes out. And I'm like, oh, what the fuck was that? Next thing you know, I hear all this screaming.
Oh,
So
no.
I go into what is now the hockey... what's that place called? The Hockey Emporium or whatever?
I don't know. I don't know that mall that well. Sorry.
Any of you guys that know that mall, it's where that hockey place is. And a guy was working on the panel and got zapped so fucking bad. It looked like when Bugs Bunny puts his finger in the gun and then Elmer Fudd shoots it and it backfires.
Yeah.
He looked like that, hair up, all covered in soot, fingers and shit melted.
Wow.
And he was just fucked. And
Dead.
I don't know. The ambulance came and took him away. I don't know if he lived or not, but I'm sure if he died, we would have heard about it.
Yeah.
But he was toast.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
the fucking grossest thing. Like, you can smell him.
I was going to ask that. You could probably
can
smell it, right?
yeah. But
What does burnt human smell like? Can you remember?
Can't remember, no.
Did it turn you on a bit?
It probably made me hungry.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that's
I'm going to
besides
get
the
some
point.
Popeye's chicken.
Yeah. They say they say now in the States when they cremate fat people, because of how fat people are now, a few of them actually burnt down because human fat is so flammable that now they secretly cut the body in bits and do it a bit at a time, or there's a new one that can actually house these fat people. Because that's like 300, let's say a guy's 500-600 pounds.
Yeah.
Well, fucking 400 pounds is nothing but like the most flammable fat you've ever seen.
Right.
So it just melts the fucking crematorium down. That's legit now, man. Obesity.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
You're so fat that you kill people while they're trying to make you into ash.
My
And they say
fantasy-
you're fat doesn't hurt anybody.
Yeah. Like
by
I
yourself.
I want a funeral home so bad. I want to own one because this whole baby boomer shit and everyone dying, that is the most lucrative trade to get in. Funeral homing. It's already the markup on coffins and everything is millions of dollars. The people in times of grief are willing to spend the fuck out of money. Someone's died, so there's all kinds of inheritance money floating around. It's such a good business, and I've been thinking this for a couple of years. Today or yesterday, driving in, I heard on the radio, must have been yesterday, people like advertising, hey, if you lost someone, come to this one, come to that one. It's like if I had some money to do, and if I had any knowledge of the industry, that's what I'd be getting into right now. But I don't.
That's a pretty good one. Well,
Yeah.
you should save a bunch of money and then just invest in one. And
Like-
then be like a silent partner.
Yeah.
Or something, you know?
I think I even considered like taking a co-op, like a free co-op where I'll work for them for free just to learn the ropes. But I don't know, unless you're in school, how do you go about doing that? Other than just saying, hey, I'll come here, I'll come on the weekends and help you guys out for free. You just got to teach me a little bit of some stuff here. What's going on here?
Yeah, no, that would work. Get like
So
a
let's be,
mentorship or something?
Business partners, buddy.
Yeah, all right. I'm game.
Like literally a fucking coffin, like not even a good one, can be like $4,000.
Oh, yeah.
And
And
like,
you're just going to burn it.
yeah, it's crazy. I don't know,
Well,
man.
I don't know if you're gonna
Urns,
burn it.
All the nonsense now with ashes, people selling necklaces and all this crazy shit with the ashes in it. There's a company now that will turn the carbon from the ashes into an actual diamond
Right.
that you can wear. Fuck, man. There's so much shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I wonder how much it costs to, like, get the coffin from somebody else. You know what I mean? Like, you don't make it. That guy doesn't, usually, right?
Right.
You have to source that out to somebody. So I wonder, like, if you charge $4, what does he charge? Like,
Apparently it's pretty low.
is it really?
The markup's real good.
Yeah, and they only
Also-
sell straight up to the homes.
And all you got to do is if you knew a fucking great carpenter that wanted full-time work, you could make your own these kind of
Right.
coffins and say we offer these, and this guy builds them. He's a great craftsman. Or all you need is one of those chicks that puts the makeup on the dead person. You need one of
Yeah.
those for sure.
Yeah.
You need someone who can embalm people.
And you need a fridge,
You need a big fridge. That
Big
might
ass
be
fridge.
costly to power that.
probably.
So now we're thinking.
Okay, say somebody dies that you know,
Yeah.
and you don't want to go through a funeral home. How do you get into a cemetery? Can anybody just say, hey, can I throw my body in there? And they're like, all right.
No, you buy the plot of land. It's
Okay.
almost like buying a piece of land.
Is it really?
It really is. That's what it is. You're buying
So,
that
like,
8
would
by
I
8.
have to pay somebody yearly or something for that spot?
No, it's factored into the original cost.
So whatever it is. So you
Yeah.
got to pay that.
Yeah, you pay it up. They probably put it in like a...
So you're better to buy it now. while
oh,
you're
yeah.
alive.
That's what people do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
People buy their tombstones too, and they just don't put the
date on
fucking
it.
last date on it.
And they carve the rest of the shit in there, and
Yeah.
then they get busted for like child porn, and they're like, we gotta take off beloved
Yeah, yeah.
entertainer of
Filthy
kids.
pervert. Yeah. Yeah, man. There's some
Oh
shit.
man, there was that huge child porn thing that got, or
Wow.
there was child porn and I guess it was child porn and what is it when they like steal people and keep them under their will?
Trafficking?
Yeah, like a huge
Human
one that just
trafficking?
happened,
I heard something about Newmarket.
like today.
So it had. I walked into a room with a radio on, and it
Uh-huh.
said something Newmarket, and I
Uh-huh.
said, "What's that?" And he goes, "Oh, pedophiles." And I left. So I don't know.
Right. Well, I know there was like the one I was reading today was like this huge thing of child porn that they busted people, and it had fucking people that I know and went to school
What?
with.
Their names?
Yeah, all the way in
God
Pembroke.
Damn.
One guy. There was
That's
2 people in
fucked
that
up.
area. One got busted. One guy was my age, and then the other guy was like some 50-year-old. I don't know who he was.
Jesus.
That's crazy, isn't it?
And you could walk by these guys and not even know.
Well,
They're everywhere.
okay. The pictures. Okay, it's a really touchy situation. I think we talked about it before. That if you watch it and you never touch a child and you just see like little pictures, isn't that better than them going and doing it to a child?
I think so.
But the problem is to get those photos is
Right.
you have to do that to a child.
Right.
So it's like a weird thing,
Okay.
you know?
So what about this? You know the whole. This is the same thing, but we'll go right back to it. You know how? Okay, it's like how they're making meat in a vat now.
Yeah.
And then you can eat it, and so a vegetarian could technically eat it. Nothing's killed. Okay. What if you know how good computer graphics are now? What if a guy made a child porn out of computer graphics, and some other
Right.
guy watched it? Who's that? Who's hurting?
That's probably not, or that's probably allowed.
No, it's not. You can't do
make
cartoons
You can't do
depicting
cartoons.
kids, no.
No. Even 3D graphics.
No,
I'd be like,
no,
I'd be
like not
okay,
even.
this guy.
No, you
He's
can't-
actually 18.
Not even.
He's just one of those. He's got that disease that he looks like a kid.
No, not even like
Shaved dick.
South Park graphics. Not even that.
Yeah.
You cannot depict that. A lot of porn companies get in trouble because they set the girl up in a fucking little kid's bedroom and
Right.
put stockings on them and stuff.
Yeah. What's wrong with that though?
Nothing, but you can't. There has to be a limit. Like you can't go too far.
No. But that's not too bad, I don't think. Like put her in a little room or something.
No, that's not bad.
Yeah, but I
That's
know what
all
you
over
mean.
the internet.
Yeah. Right.
But yeah. So what about that? Like that? Could that replace actual child porn and the perverts? Like, could still do the thing? I don't
Maybe
know.
it all depends. Like maybe that's part of the whole thing that gets them off, is knowing that it's real and not fake. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's probably.
Who knows?
That's a good
You'd have
point,
to be
probably.
one to know what's going on.
and going through that shit.
I always thought like the holodeck on Star Trek would be like they'd have to make rules because you don't even know you're in the holodeck. It's so real. They'd have to make rules about like what you could do in there, or something. I don't know.
Yeah, you couldn't go on like a killing, raping,
like,
rampage.
It just wouldn't be right.
Yeah.
I don't know. Star Trek,
everybody. So, anyways, you probably heard about it. People listening. It was huge. It was like, you know, a whole bunch of. It was all the police force in Canada working together and the border agencies.
So how many did they get?
Oh, I forget, like a shitload.
Like hundreds?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I heard the oldest one, most people were talking, that was 77-year-old man.
Right. Was it a priest?
And the youngest was a 19-year-old.
Yeah, right. But he was looking at like 17-year-olds.
The first thing I said. Well, I'm like, if he was looking at 17-year-olds, fuck,
you'd
give
be
him
all
a
right.
break. If he was looking at 2-year-olds, that's another story altogether.
Well, they said a lot of them they caught was because of their IP addresses. So you couldn't say that. Like, it pings their, like, they were like actually looking at these sites. You know, it wasn't like, oh, I had pictures of my old girlfriend who was 17. They pinged their addresses, like their IP, the internet addresses.
Okay.
And then they came after them that way.
Don't perverts know, like you're gonna get caught?
That.
Like, it's fucking not 1983. It's fucking...
Yeah, it's not the beginning of the internet.
Like, you're gonna get it, man.
Well, there's ways to hide that shit. Like, you can hide it if you know how. And a lot of them do. Even just going, like we've talked about before, the dark web. To go on the dark web with Thor browser, your fucking IP address is blocked for the most part. So you can go on there and do whatever you want.
Damn.
But of course the FBI or RCMP or whoever, you know, they're trying to figure out ways that they can still figure out how you're blocking it.
I think they'll always be able to figure it out.
Maybe.
I think they're probably a step ahead of 99% of the people.
Well, yeah, of course. That's why they get busted all the time. But then there's ones who are on top of it.
Yeah,
like if you just went that Thor browser and used the IP address blocker right on it, you know, they're probably ahead of that one because that one's free and it's built right into the program. But people who know how to do all that shit with their router or whatever you do, like maybe they don't know how to figure those ones out.
Couldn't you go and like get like a burner laptop like you would a cell phone?
Yeah.
Go to like a hot Wi-Fi spot like fucking Tim Hortons.
Yeah.
Download all your child porno onto a one of those sticks.
Yeah.
And then just keep it on a computer that has no internet capabilities.
Yeah, you can do that for sure.
Like, how
they
stupid
could probably
are these
still
perverts?
trace back to that laptop somehow.
Yeah, but you just throw it away.
Yeah, but well, I guess if you use cash, you're good. Like,
yeah.
Somehow they probably get back to the store that you bought it from. Maybe if you bought it used or used cash, you'd be good.
Or couldn't you just go to one of those fucked up countries that they don't care? Like Thailand, download all your fucking porno and then somehow sneak it through on it.
But think about it this way. How often do you rewatch porn?
Oh, that's a good
Like
point.
how fast do you get bored of that one porno you had when you would do anything to get porn? You would even get bored of that fucking porno tape you had.
Yeah, it's true. I've seen it too many times.
Yeah.
You'd have like the one best scene that you liked. And just burn the VHS fucking tape right at that.
Right to death.
Yeah.
So it's risky. Anyways, I don't know. It's stupid. Bust them. Do it.
Yeah, go get them, boys.
Yeah. Keep it up. I'm not doing anything wrong, so I'm not afraid of nothing, man.
I wish we had the name of our neighbor, because anyone that gets any kind of thing, there's a public database.
Right.
So if we had his name, we could
figure it out.
Fucking figure out where he went.
I wonder if you can reverse address looking up.
Sure.
So we could probably figure it out then.
Yeah.
Because it's probably under his name, or even if we got his last name. If they were married, we'd have his last name. If they were the same last name, then we could try to pinpoint what happened.
Yeah. Or what we could do, join the church they go to.
Yeah.
Infiltrate them from the inside.
Yeah. Or just walk across the street, ask the little girl, hey, what's your last name? What's your daddy?
And what does he do?
Yeah, what did your dad do to you?
Yeah.
And your mother? I don't know, I didn't say it on the podcast. People don't even know what we're talking about, I don't think.
Well, I thought we've talked about it enough.
Maybe.
Yeah.
She went out for a walk the other day. I was telling you.
The
I
kid
couldn't
or the
believe-
mom?
No, the mom.
Wow.
So like she's doing much better now, I guess.
Well, she even looks better.
Yeah, she looks healthier. So whatever he did, he can't do it anymore.
He's fucking done probably for a long time.
Imagine he just like went off to like Alberta for
Yeah, he
like
just
6
ran
months
away.
working. No,
Yeah.
like he went on working on an oil rig or something, and
Yeah.
he comes back.
The church stepped up though. Like they
Yeah.
came, fixed their house,
Right.
fucking did everything else.
So that's a good thing about religion. Where
Yeah.
people always harp on religion. That's a good example of a good reason to have religion.
Yeah, no one else is helping her out.
No. And they come a couple times a week. I see them.
Yeah.
Definitely like every day on the weekend.
What are they doing anyway?
I don't know. Sweeping, doing
Ten-
yard work and
tending
shit.
their flock.
Yeah, maybe like cleaning her dishes. I don't know. Stuff that needs to be done that she can't lift.
Wow.
That's what I'm assuming. I've seen them come over and cut the lawn and shit, rake the leaves, shovel the driveway when it was that big snowstorm.
Yeah. I've heard of sneaky buggers joining churches to get laid.
Yeah, you think it works?
Yeah. They pretend they're Christian and the girls, yeah, they prey on them.
Really? Yeah. I always thought super religious ones wouldn't want to have sex. I'm saving myself for marriage.
No,
but
the
you can
guy,
touch my pussy.
Yeah, maybe. But he gets totally into the religion and acts like almost more. It's okay. Let's give you an example right now. My fucking uncle, coolest guy you ever met, handsome, everything, good, decent job, hardworking guy. Him and his wife started going to this church, and it was like okay, and then they started going to this church. Next thing you know, she wants to go all the time, and then it turns out his wife ends up leaving him for the fucking head preacher of the church.
Nice.
And she's like total brainwashed now. Like her kids weren't allowed to play with pogs because they were satanic.
Right.
Like total nutcase.
Right.
This guy just brainwashed her.
That's more like a cult, though.
Yeah, it
Cult.
is. But these guys join the religion and they act like they're way more religious than the girls even, and the girls look up to them like, "Tell me what to do, master religious dude."
Right.
And then they're like, and then if they're willing to sleep with them, well, it must be okay because they're way harder core than me. And
Right.
they get tricked, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those people are sly, eh? Those guys that run that shit.
Oh yeah, they know what they're doing.
Yeah, they definitely know how to pick up on those ladies. The weak-minded ones. Or the men. If they want men, I guess.
Some
Some of them
Mexican
would
one just
probably
got in
want men,
trouble.
right?
His whole thing was you had to swallow his semen.
Right, to be fully joined.
Yeah.
But
And
you
it-
had to suck it
Yeah,
out.
you had to suck his dick. And it was like he was going on getting blowjobs for years until someone turned him in.
You can't do that, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely like one of the things you hear about when you join cults.
Oh yeah.
You have to, everybody shares their wives.
Oh,
Well,
yeah, of
only
course.
with me, though.
Yeah. And I don't share mine with you.
Yeah. Only I can have sex with your wife. You want to go to heaven, don't you? Yes, sir. Then open up those legs, baby.
Exactly. Bullshit. Schemers.
Yeah, and they probably make a lot of money,
They do, man.
but then they go to jail
Yes.
or they drink the Kool-Aid.
That I watched.
ever watch those
yeah,
videos?
Yeah. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, that guy was nuts.
Straight up documentaries on it. When they followed them back to the plane and murdered all the
Yeah.
reporters and shit,
Yeah.
they knew they had to go and kill themselves after
Yeah.
that.
Even all that documentary stuff, like there's stuff on YouTube of just like his promotional shit or whatever it is, him talking before any of that stuff that he
Jones?
posted on there. Yeah,
Damn.
and it's still on there. You can go watch it and get brainwashed and go
Good.
drink some fucking poison and join them.
There were so many the videos of them like forcing the kids to drink it.
Yeah, that's nasty,
fucking
eh?
insane, man. And it wasn't even like a painless death. It was
Yeah.
like agony.
Yeah,
And then he killed himself.
yeah. He's like, fuck this.
Yeah, I'm not going through that.
Give me the gun.
And he was probably on some serious drugs the whole time. Like
Oh,
cocaine
you would
and
have to
everything.
assume, yeah.
Paranoia, cocaine, psychosis, right? In the paranoia.
Yeah. Any of those hard drugs, if you just keep doing them, you start to go crazy, right?
Yeah.
Freaking out. Getting all emotional and shit.
Actually, we have to go straight home today.
Double straight home this week. Double tap, back of the head.
Bang.
Boondock Saint style.
Double tap. Zombieland 2 is in the works.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Finally.
Yeah.
I like that movie,
Me
man.
too.
It was a good movie. Before Well, maybe that was right at the same time as the zombie hype.
Yeah,
I think it
was.
came out
Just
right
at the
as
closing
Walking
of it.
Dead started. Zombieland. That was a
Yeah.
good movie, though. That made me like that Jesse Eisenberg guy.
Yeah, before that, I never seen where he was the Facebook guy.
No?
That didn't seem appealing. That movie.
That's a pretty good movie. The Facebook movie.
Is the guy a dick?
Nah, he's not a dick in the movie.
Oh, okay.
Maybe in real life, I don't know.
All right. What about that other movie, Snowden, coming out? I
Right.
saw the trailer today.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, looks pretty good.
How are they even being allowed to make that?
Before we talk about it, there's a lot of comments about this, but I swear to God, I'm not just following the herd. I thought the same thing. His voice tripped me out so much. Like, it brought me out a little bit. I was like, what is he doing?
What voice?
The voice that the actor makes to sound like Snowden.
Oh, it's no good?
Well, maybe that's what he sounds like. I don't know. That's just not at all what Joseph Gordon-Levitt sounds like. So, like, I was like, oh, man. Like, it's a huge difference of what he sounded like. So I just can't imagine him talking and sounding like that the whole time.
I didn't notice
But you
it.
get used to it, I guess.
I'll check it out.
Yeah. You know, like, from Third Rock from the Sun,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. He was Robin in the Batman movie, too.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, of course. Third Rock from
Inception.
the Sun's where it's at.
Inception, yeah. Yeah, he was definitely Robin.
I want to watch a movie, but I don't know if I want to invest 3 hours. Have you seen The Adjustment Bureau? You did watch it.
I saw it in the movie theater.
Is it worth it?
Nah,
Oh, okay.
skip it.
Excellent that I asked you.
Yeah, skip it. It's all right, I guess. It's definitely watchable, maybe. I think I kind of liked it, but I kind of thought it was stupid.
Yeah.
Maybe if you want to watch it with your girlfriend, but
Oh, it's like that kind of movie?
yeah, it's a love story.
Oh,
Yeah,
all right. Fuck that.
yeah. You should watch something else, like
Like killing.
killing babies and shit.
I was trying to tell 2.0 to watch the movie Predators. The one where
Right.
they take, that's a fucking good movie.
Yeah, rebooted the franchise, that one, didn't it?
Oh, I don't know. But
Wasn't
it
that
was
like
awesome.
the best one?
I think so.
Yeah, maybe it was you telling me that.
Yeah. So he's going to watch that.
Yeah. Did you like the Alien versus Predator
Never
ones?
seen them, man.
No?
Are they good?
I don't know. I never seen them. I stopped watching the Predator movies at Predator 2.
Predator 2.
Yeah.
Which one was that?
Danny Glover?
I never really saw that one. I know they like a Jamaican gang, right? And-
I can't quite remember. I know it's in New York City or some city,
Right.
and the end. I remember the end. What happens?
What happens? Tell me. I forget.
Well, he kills the Predator,
Gordon?
and then these. Who?
Or whatever his name.
Glover?
Yeah, Glover.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then other Predators come, and he's like, "Oh shit!" And then they give him like this gun, and it's like a trophy, like you beat one of our warriors, so
Yeah.
you're like a true warrior.
Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah. And so that's how it ends.
Okay.
But that one didn't happen in the first one. Like Arnold didn't get this trophy.
in the movie Predators, there's actually two races of predators.
Right.
A larger one and a smaller one, and they hunt the smaller one too. But smaller ones are just as deadly as them. They're just a little bit smaller.
Right.
They hunt them. Yeah.
Right. So
awesome.
neither of them like humans?
No.
They just fuck with each other the
They're
whole
just
time.
they're just a race of hunters.
Right.
That's it. Like that's all they care about is hunting.
Do they eat us?
No,
or is it just
they
for sport?
trophies. They
Right.
They go on a ship at one point and they show
So they're assholes.
all the different creatures that
Yeah,
they
they're
mounted on the
assholes.
wall. Like fucking rich white people that kill
And aliens.
animals.
They kill aliens.
Oh yeah, they invented aliens, right?
Are you sure?
As for something to hunt. Yeah, but it
Huh.
just got out of control because.
So does that take place in the whole Ridley Scott universe too? Or is that its own thing?
Don't know that.
Because I just watched Prometheus finally.
Oh,
and
is
I
that a
liked
good
it.
one?
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Okay, I want to see that too.
And obviously that's a prequel to the Alien movies.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh fuck! I didn't really watch the Alien movies.
No?
No,
You never seen Aliens?
not
That's the second
really.
one.
I'm sure you've seen it. That's the crazy action one.
The one where like the thing's drooling on fucking Scorny Weaver?
I'm not sure. That might happen in both or all three of them. The
No.
third one, she's in jail. The second one is not even a horror movie anymore. It's just like a crazy action movie. And the first one is pure horror.
I gotta watch them.
Yeah, watch the first one and the second one.
Yeah.
The third one didn't do too good because the studio stepped in too much and tried to take control from David Fincher, of all people. Great director. Director of Social Network, we were just talking about, Gone Girl, Fight Club, bunch of great movies. It was his first movie, actually.
Shit.
Yeah.
Someone was telling me to watch Gone Baby Gone.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
I've never seen that.
It's got Affleck Jr. in it.
What?
Casey.
Who's that?
Casey Affleck.
I don't know.
Ben Affleck's brother?
I don't know anything about him and his brother.
Oh,
He's a
yeah.
brother? I didn't even know he had a brother.
Yeah. Casey Affleck.
Does
He
look
was in
like him?
Inception. He was the son. The older son. Seriously, you don't know him? Oceans 11, 12, and 13.
Oh, okay. Well, which one is he there?
He is one of the brothers who argue with each other.
Oh,
The one who kind of looks like Ben Affleck.
okay.
Yeah.
I know who he is now.
Yeah.
Holy shit, I never would have put that together.
Yeah, he's the star of that movie. Gone Girl. Or Gone Baby Gone.
Shit. Why doesn't Ben Affleck help him out more? and
He
put him in
did, because he
Batman?
directed that movie.
Oh, okay.
Ben Affleck.
Uh,
He probably puts him in all his movies.
yeah, like a little cameo at least.
Maybe, if he's not busy. All right, I gotta turn this off because I can't figure out Derek's mic and it keeps going in and out. All right, everybody, bye-bye. All right, everybody, that is it for episode number 76. Thank you very much for listening. As always, this episode was brought to you by www.ratherunique.ca. Go there, check out the media work. If you need anything done, message me through the site, info@ratherunique.ca. I'll give you a quote, mention the podcast, get 10% off. If you play on Xbox One, you can play with D-Man, the Grinch 54. You can play with me, Chris Asteroid. Follow the show on Twitter at CarpoolingPod and follow me on Twitter at Chris_Asteroid. If you're listening on iTunes, please subscribe, leave a rating, and a comment. It would help out immensely, everybody. On behalf of D-Train and myself, Christopher Lloyd, thank you very much for listening to the Carpooling Podcast, guys. Take care. Bye-bye. All right, everybody, that is it for this episode. Thank you very much for listening. Please subscribe to the channel so you can get updates when new episodes are released. Follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook. Thanks, guys. Bye.